What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll tell you what, I don't say it too often. This is one of the coolest models that I have ever seen. This one, so today, first off, we are down in Aubrey, Texas. Woke up this morning and flew on down to do a whole bunch of videos here at this tiny village. And today we're at the Liberty Tiny Homes and Village in Aubrey, Texas. Really darn incredible. They have a couple rental units. They have a little dealership where you can buy some units, and they have, a tiny village in general where you can, buy some lots and plop it down in a 55 plus community. But this one is, man, this is top notch. I mean, first off, just look at the exterior. Imagine renting this with your wife, sitting down, hanging out on your massive front porch. You got the fireplace, the TV, the decor, just the ambiance in general of this place is absolutely incredible. But this one in particular, if you were wanting to rent it or possibly purchase it, is the Downsized Delight. So that is going to be the model that it is called. It is originally built by Champion Home, and then the Liberty Tiny Home kind of puts their own special twist on it, decor-wise, their own like little setup. But it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 399 square foot, large front porch with a side porch and a loft. I mean, there's the floor plan you can see right there. I'll put more information down in the description. But I mean, a wraparound front porch on a tiny home feel, perfect for rainy days, those fall days, that summer heat, you get a little bit of shade. But I mean, I'm juiced up for this one. I rarely get this excited. If you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for me. I mean, look at that fireplace. We're going to come back out here and go through all this area in a little bit more detail here in a second. But this is at lot 8 down here. And again, Liberty Tiny Home and Village. I'll put a link for them down in the description. This is actually the one that I'm going to be sleeping in tonight. So pretty cool. Flew in this morning and flying home tomorrow morning. But obviously, instead of getting a hotel, I'm recording the videos. So might as well come in there. But I mean, look at that. I mean, talk about pinkies up. And again, the park model kind of tiny home vibe. 399 square feet of action here. And it does not feel like it. I mean, me and my wife, obviously we got the kids. Wouldn't work maybe with, all of them. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze real quick, but you probably didn't even notice. I paused it and kept my hand pretty darn still. But you have a big old loft for the kids if you want to bring them, or it's just great for some seasonal storage. But I love the fact that the living room and the kitchen has a very living room and a kitchen feel to it, even though it doesn't have a wall separating. But you're also going to get things like the mini splits to keep you nice and chilly down here in this Texas heat, which, by the way, I'm sweating my bejiblets off. It is hotter than can be out here compared to Ohio. But man, you know what? Instead of just keep expressing how much I like it, let's just show the darn thing. So right over here, you got your whirlpool kind of setup. So you have your residential style refrigerator with the fancy kind of ice, the crushed or the cubed. But you got freezer on your left, refrigerator on the right. You're on vacation, store all you want, or possibly you're buying this to put down on your own lot. Having that residential feel to this thing is definitely nice. And I mean, I really love the fact that you get enough countertop space, but you also have a really kind of fancy, let me move my water here, get this out of the camera shot. I'll put it here where all the other cups go with the adjustable shelving. But I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's plastic wrap. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But I love how it's got the dual split zones right here. And then you got the high-rise faucet whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from one angle because it's not the little adjustable doodad. Ooh. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. There's where you're hitting the dishes from all angles. Now, this thing is built. You got sheetrock on the wall. So really kind of heavy-duty kind of build that they got here down at Liberty. But it's also going to be 2x4 for the construction on the exterior, 16 on center, just like your house. And then the floor joists are going to be the 2x6s as well. But you get a lot of good storage in here in the kitchen. You can see all up and around on the microwave. Again, the adjustable shelving. I love the black finish there to it. But these are all customizable. So if you're not someone that likes black, maybe you want an olive green, you are more than able to switch that up. So that's what I kind of like about these park models. The sky is the limit. Like Liberty kind of does their own designs where they take a basic floor plan and they flip it, which, by the way, the basic floor plan, I'll put that down in the description as well. Again, built by Champion Homes. So you got the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings, enough room to cook a turkey in that bad boy, and then bada bing, bada boom. Again, kind of back to your storage. Now you flip it around, and now we're back kind of in the living room setup. So you got your TV with a fancy looking little horse. Let me give you a little close up on that. What is that? I don't know if it's 3D printed or what, but that might have to disappear, you know? I'm just kidding. Wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. But look at that. You got the fancy chandelier right there. I love how it's kind of the wood. It's got like a vintage kind of rustic look to it. And then you have, you know, obviously your sofa, a couple tables, and again, you know, your windows right there. So really cool what they did with this design. I can't go back to the fact that, you know, even though this is the rental, you know, I live in Ohio, so putting this maybe at like a Lake Cumberland situation in Kentucky, you know, instead of building up a cabin, having something like this would be very, very neat. You do have washer and dryer hookups back behind this cabinet, but obviously people that are getting this, you know, for a weekend trip or so, they're not doing laundry, so they got a place, you know, for some, you know, additional blankets. You have the bathroom right here, and then the bedroom through this door, both of which I'll get back to it here in a second. But I mean, look how nice the decor is that they did. So the loft on this is pretty darn nice. And one thing that I appreciate is the loft is a little bit, you know, wider getting up, which is nice. But no carpet up in the loft. A lot of these Park models, even though I'm newer to them, have had a lot of carpet up there. So for the kids, I think this makes it a little bit easier to clean, kind of turned it into a game room, like right there. You got Pokemon Monopoly. Didn't know that was a thing, but that's pretty neat. And then you got windows that open up, you know, on either side. And they did a good job too with the railings. So the kids, you know, they're not falling out by any means, but it's also, you know, an aesthetics kind of plus to it. Give you one more little look here. Now let's go into the bathroom. So you're gonna have a pretty basic setup, but it's just like a home, you know, where you're gonna have all your different pull-out drawers. You're gonna get 4 pull-out drawers right here. A little bit of storage over to the right. You got a mirror to check out the old bowling gun, baby. And then the porcelain sink. So love to see it. And then here up underneath, a little bit more storage, but you're also gonna get disconnects as well. A porcelain hand flush toilet right there. And then you have a really nice size shower as well. So I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. And the Park models having more of that tiny home kind of feel to it, something you can actually live in, a little bit more residential. I love the fact that they have bigger showers than your typical RV, because it still is an RV. It's RVIA certified, but you got probably about a 1.7 on the roundy rating. So one roundy, one flat could fit in here no problem. You also got yourself a little shower head, and then probably about 6'8" or so for head height would be my best guess. Moving on in, you got a pocket door with another entrance over to the left, and you got your queen bed, you know, everything that you need, both left and right, reading light wise. You got your other little mini split right over here. And then as you flip around, you got kind of the center console, however you want to call it, where you have your dresser space. Sorry, let me go ahead and move that over. Where you got some dresser space for all your boxers and shirts and whatnot. And then these are both going to be identical on either side, but a place for your hanging room as well, which is nice. Or in this case, you know, a vacuum and a broom and things of that nature. Pretty darn cool. You know, even the ceilings like this kind of reminds me of my mom's old basement. You know, we used to have that on there. I remember her and my stepdad, they took toilet paper and white paint and like kept doing it on there. Maybe put it underneath the paint. I can't remember how it was, but it was always really neat. My mom used to get so mad when I was just like picking it off as a kid. But all right, guys, what do you guys think? We're going to go ahead and spend a couple minutes swirling around here on the outside, kind of showing you the ins and outs of this bad boy. But pretty darn cool. So again, we are down at Liberty Tiny Home. Is it Liberty? Liberty Tiny Home. Why am I blanking here? It is, yeah, Liberty Tiny Homes and Village. So again, this one is a rental, and it is called the Downsized Delight. Now for the model by Champion, it's called the APS 523. So if you're in the market for one of these, that is what that's going to call. But I will put a link for them, for Liberty, and for Champion as well, so you can get kind of the best of both worlds in terms of information. And of course, if you're looking for a more traditional RV experience, I'll go ahead and put a link for Funtown RV, because I know a lot of you guys aren't looking for the Park models, but you might watch it because it's pretty darn cool. I mean, look at that thing. I mean, who's complaining about that? So one thing that I really like, aside from the build quality and the aesthetics, is they are also putting on a metal roof. And I love the woodwork that they have coming up in the front. There's something that's just really inviting about this. You know, it's just kind of a feel-good approach to it. You know, even something as silly as having these little hooks right here. You know, I'd probably put on like a dog leash, or I don't know, possibly like a hat or something. Maybe we put like a little RV hunter hat right there. Looks pretty good. Probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably stick to the dog leashes actually. So rolling in, you got kind of a Tyvek material for the decking. And then you have a stone, I'm assuming a stone fascia for the fireplace. But man, Imagine sitting back out here, watching a game, watching a movie. You got your antler chandelier right there. And I love that black and brown kind of finish. You got the L couch, so if you're bringing in the little kids, you know, you got some good seating area. I'd probably bring out another chair or two, but man, no complaints coming from there. Flipping around on the side, again, it's that wraparound kind of patio style, and there are a couple hooks right over here where you can hang up some things. So again, whether it's dog leash or maybe like a inside-outside type jacket action you're going for. Now underneath, this is all going to be the skirting. It is sitting on top of your RV chassis. So you'll be, you know, when you're driving down the road, you see those wide load signs. That's exactly what this is. You know, something like this, or possibly, you know, a modular home. But this isn't something you hook up to a truck normally and pull. You do need to get, you know, someone certified and all of that. Now, there's not too much to go over here on the exterior. But underneath, you know, it'll be a connection for your sewer, for your water. On the exterior wise, you got your mini split system connections. And then this is also going to be hard plumbed in as well. You can order it at tanks if you want, but I couldn't imagine really anybody doing that. Usually you're going to hook it up to some sort of septic or something like that. A little outside receptacle for a sewer hose. And then your sewer outlet connection will be right over here under the skirting. And you know, it's vented obviously for just some circulation. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I know it's on the quick side, but again, this is the Liberty Tiny Homes and Village Downsized Delight, baby. All the information down in the description. Hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you.